Chapter 8. "We're running out of time," said Arthur. He was talking with Buster, Francine, and Muffy outside another tent. Francine rolled up her sleepers. "The only event left is a castle building contest. If we win that, maybe Mr. Henny will lick a cider." They went inside the tent, where all of the kids were hard at work. They had many different kind of building material at hand, including cupboard, styrofoam block, pipe cleaner, and tongue displacer. Arthur, Buster, Muffy, and Francine decided to build a castle together. "That way," said Arthur, "we have the best chance of impressing the judge." The castle would have 4 towers, they decided, and each of them would design one. "In the long history of castle," said Buster, "this one will be unique." For the next hour, they cut and pat and punched holes and colored with marker. The castle took shape, speaking in turret and fortification. Buster even made a crank out of a paperclip to raise and lower the drawbridge. As a final touch, Francine made a small redwood flag to stand on top. When it was time to show off their work, all 4 builders stood proudly behind their table. As a judge passed by, Muffy nudged Buster, who turned the crank to lower the drawbridge. The judge smiled. "Excellent," he said. "This is certainly a very creative piece of work." Standing in the background, Mr. Raven beamed. "Very convincing details," continued the judge. "I especially like the alligators sticking their head out of the mud." "That was my idea," said Francine. "Unfortunately, this contest is for the most historical accurate castle," the judge explained. "While you is certainly magnificent, it hardly follows any one historical style of the Middle Age. Therefore, I must give the prize to Greenbrook." He pointed to another table where a Scotch-wrapped but antiquated castle was sitting. Mr. Pricejohn and his students were standing around it. "Hip, hip, hooray!" they shouted. Mr. Pricejohn came forward and inspected the redwood castle. "You see," he said, prancing, tail measuring against the wall, "these arrow slits are much too wide. As for your little flag that say Lakewood, well, it won't have had an E at the end of in Middle Age English." Mr. Rathbone, however, came forward to congratulate his group. "I want you to know that I'm very proud of you for today," he said, "and this castle is magnificent. I'm going to have it put on display the moment we get back to school." "But we didn't win," Buster protested. "As far as I'm concerned, you did," said Mr. Rathbone. "This is a first-rate effort. I can't ask more of you than that." "Poor Mr. Rathbone," Francine whispered. "He doesn't even know he's being replaced." Muffy shook her head sadly. "I feel sorry for him," she said. "Him?" said Buster. "What about us?" My brain hurts just thinking about Mr. Pricejohn. Francine looked around. "Hey, where did Arthur go?" "I don't know," said Buster. "He walked off muttering something about our only hope left." "I thought we were out of hope," said Muffy. The other nodded. They thought so too.